Paper Mario the Origami King was a change of pace for the series, especially with its battle mechanics, and while it's debatable with how well it was applied to regular enemy battles, it's hard to say that the rings didn't work well with the bosses. And I'm gonna rate the bosses based on quality. It's just the bosses that aren't the Legion right now, but I'll make another video of my opinions on the Legion later. But first, the rating rubric. What is quality? Well, my metric of Origami King boss fight quality has 4 factors to it: the design, the fight, the build up to the fight, and of course, the music. These metrics are all subjective, but it breaks the opinion down into something that my brain can judge and give smaller numbers instead of labeling the entire boss with one big number, because that's easier for me. But what do these factors mean? Design just means how well the character is portrayed in design. Looks, personality, dialogue, significance, yada yada. The fight is rated based on how enjoyable it is. It's mostly about a balance of difficulty and fun. Build up means the gameplay before the fight. It's not the whole chapter, but think Overlook Tower under attack, or once you enter Shroom's temple. And the music is self-explanatory. Put all these factors together and you've got what I call boss quality. Like I said though, these are all still subjective and opinionated factors, so if you disagree with me, be sure to let me know. We'll start with the first boss in the game. The Earth Elemental is a teacher boss. It's supposed to be easy. The game holds your hand and walks you through the steps in a clear way. Hit the legs and tail and then bash your way to the finish. Nothing bold, nothing frustrating, but nothing appealing to it. It's just a teacher fight, and it teaches well. A 5 out of 10 fight. Its design is very visually appealing. Of course, the folded aesthetic in all of the Elemental's designs makes them all appealing, so the standard is high, and sadly, our turtle friend is in the less interesting half of the Elementals. 6 out of 10. The build-up is interesting. It's fun to learn about the toad making a scam out of what's practically a religion, but the gauntlet has some confusion in its navigation, or maybe I'm just an idiot because it took me like 10 minutes to figure out where one door was, and the fire hopping can be maddening. This is something that all the Elementals suffer from. Most of their build-ups are just parkour gauntlets, and the Elementals themselves aren't very exciting since they have no dialogue or personality. I'll rate the Earth Elementals build-up a 5 out of 10. The music is self-explanatory. The whole game has a great soundtrack, but the fact that this song has to be applied to the simple Earth Elemental fight, though, makes it like 7 out of 10 on the music scale. All in all, that totals to 23 out of 40. Very average. The only thing that makes it above that is the music. The Water Elemental has a beautiful design. Its scales use the folded design wonderfully, and the purple and blue make an amazing color palette. All this in the stunning temple design, and the chonk gives it a 9 out of 10 for design. The build-up, however, sucks. For such a beautiful looking temple and creature, the gauntlet is annoying. Why do I need to go through Chestnut Valley just to open it? Why is the turntable slightly faster than how fast you walk, so you have to wait for another rotation for it to open? I always have to use hints on the slide puzzle because I am a very stupid person. And why are there toads in here, so I have to come back in here to get them? And why does the music keep beeping? Stop beeping, it makes me scared. But it does have a coffee shop. 4 out of 10. Here's the thing about Origami King. After the red streamer, the game stops holding back punches. This fight challenges you. First off, the water spouts. I think they speak for themselves. They start off nice at first, providing a simple extra layer of thinking, but as they go on, they just get annoying, wiping out literally half the board. And the fight has the gimmick of the longer it goes, the worse Big Wave gets, so kill it or sink faster. I'll put it at a 7 out of 10. It makes me think and stress. Like math. Music is 8 out of 10. Banger. 27 out of 40. Solid, but the build-up sucks. Hi, it's me in editing. So this video is based off of an older script of mine that I came back to in order to make a video out of, but sometimes I would either bump the scores up or down, but then I wouldn't edit the total score when I changed the sub score. So you can see I did that here with the Water Elemental. It's actually supposed to be 28 out of 40 when it says 27 out of 40. I do that again one more time later on in the video, and I will correct myself there as well, but that is my fault for not catching it when I should have, instead of recording the video and editing the video and only realizing that it was wrong on the last round of editing the video. So, my bad, and we'll get on to the Fire Elemental. Flaming Chicken has an amazing design. It feels like the folded aesthetic was made just for the Phoenix. With the wings and the feathers, I just love it so much. If only it talked, 9 out of 10. The build-up is okay. It's a gauntlet with some memory matching. I'd make it a 6 out of 10, but the musical sequence bumps it up to a 7 out of 10. Oh my god, the fight is the worst. The utter fact that you have to time the killing shot to what is basically a very narrow 2-turn window that you're not completely sure when will happen, and if you mistime it then the boss will regain all of its health, you have to do the entire fight over again but you don't get any healing or anything, is just awful. Oh yeah, and the flaming feathers on the board is just the cherry on top to a disaster sundae. 3 out of 10. But the music, however, 10 out of 10. It feels like it was composed specifically for Moltres. Every time I hear this music, I just imagine the majestic Pidgeot right along with it. Totals to a 29 out of 40. The fight just really brings this amazing character down. Alright, here we go. Everyone's favorite boss fight. The Ice Elemental is just hell overall, so we're just gonna rapid fire it. Design is 6 out of 10. It's very basic, nothing special. The fight is 2 out of 10. There's very little redeeming about this fight, but I don't think they thought through Ice Wall since you can take a picture of it, so the thrill I get when I do that keeps it from a 0 out of 10. Build up is 5 out of 10. The ice puzzles make me mad, but I do appreciate them a little bit, and the heavy hammered Zelda references are very much appreciated. Music is 7 out of 10. It's okay in this context. Shame this boss couldn't be as cool as its name suggests. 20 out of 40 serves it right. The green streamer may not have elementals, but it makes up for that for having 2 mini-bosses before the main boss. The first mini-boss are the Sumo Bros. Yeah, remember? They exist. Their design is 7 out of 10. It may be a basic Sumo Bro, but the lightning cloud is metal. Not literally. That's not good. The build-up is weird. The murder of Junior sending you on a quest across Shangri Spa is a great way to get you to explore, but Junior being an adult throughout the process and causing us to go through Shy Guys Finish Last, which is the only thing keeping me from undoing the game, kinda brings it down. Plus, it doesn't really set up the Sumo Bros since we already knew they were an issue. Let's place it at like a 6 out of 10. The fight's really creative, however simple and easy it is. I think having to retrieve the panels from the Sumo Bros utilizes the ring system very well. 8 out of 10. The music is 5 out of 10. Let's be honest, this is Anaconda's theme. As much as a banger it is, this doesn't really feel right with the Sumo Bro. That's a 26 out of 40. That's good for a boss that I forget exists sometimes. 10 out of 10 design for Anaconda. They went, what if we put an H in front of Anaconda and then ran with it? 10 out of 10. I already said that. Okay. The fight is also great, simple but well done. Who can say no to Rochambeau? Build up gives a creepy feeling of dread. This is like the best sequence in the entire game. It sets up both Anaconda and Scissors so well and really hammers home how scary this game would be if it wasn't made of paper. 9 out of 10. The music is also 9 out of 10, fitting for a sneaky snake. Jeez, Anaconda is sweeping the board, a whopping 36 out of 40. It's a really good boss. Alright, last one. I'm only going to do Ollie's initial fight because the rest isn't traditional ring battling and the script is getting long. Design-wise, I'm going to try to loop all its forms into one. Regular Ollie has an okay design. It pays homage to past villains, it's fine. But the Elementals is where he shines. Why did they keep the emo haircut? And why do I love it? And for some reason, even though they made him purple in every other form, I'm supposed to fear Tuxedo Polar Bear. Tuxedo Polar Bear. Oh, it does Ice Maze. Okay. 8 out of 10 design. Respectable decisions were made. His fight is 8 out of 10. The punishment of having to fight more than 2 Elementals if you're not fast enough is very clever, but points are docked for him healing 50 HP if you take too long trying to figure out what to do. Build-up is phenomenal. All of Origami Castle was just a really harrowing experience. I've never feared a fortune teller so much. The theme music and the stage layout and the design and the stapler boss fight all combined together to make one whole amazing game finale. 10 out of 10. And the music is a 9 out of 10. If it's Ollie, if it's the game, it's a banger. That's a 37 out of 40, barely beating Anaconda. Remember earlier when I said that I got the Water Elemental score wrong and I also got another one wrong? The other one that I got wrong was Ollie. Ollie is supposed to be a 36 out of 40 and be a tie with Anaconda instead of the 37 out of 40 like I said. So I'm sorry for that again, but we'll move on to the outro of the video. And that's that. Every non-Legion boss rated based on quality. Doesn't mean it's objective, but it's based on more than I just like it. I plan on making one about the Legion too, obviously, but tell me if this format works or not so I can change things in the future. Thanks for watching till the end, and I hope that you have a nice day.